My name is Rowan. I created this documentary about how to create a business, how to become successful, what it takes, the ins and outs of it, the journey, how to get there, and, let's just get right into it.
It also fulfilled my goal of helping regentrify a neighborhood that needed help. So when you're an owner of a property, you live there, you're responsible for cleaning it, maintaining it. If I get graffiti, I scrub it. If I get garbage, I pick it right up. I keep my house neat and clean, and I want it to be a nice thing about the neighborhood. So that's why I wanted to be there. New York City is this place where real estate is always going to go north. So I wanted to be someone who bought a larger property at a smaller price and watched the appreciation happen. The things that helped me in this small property business, it's located in the Spanish-speaking part of the Bronx. I would say a place where a lot of folks speak Spanish, and speaking that language has really helped me, and also helped me fulfill a personal mission of trying to help give quality apartments to people who need them in the Bronx. Now, I'm only really dealing with 2 units, but you know how the housing situation is in New York City. Sometimes, and over the years, I've learned that I have to be tougher in order to manage these things. I have taken risks, I've taken in people that have had questionable backgrounds, and that's been both good and bad. And so it's a risk of things, but I've been learning how to better vet my tenants as time goes on.
I started off as a cosmetic salesperson for Lancome Cosmetics when a woman walked into my store and she started purchasing cosmetics. She ended up being the senior vice president of merchandising for a company called American Eagle Outfitters. She hired me and took me under her wing. I spent 10 years with her learning every aspect of retail while we opened up 1,000 retail stores, and that's where I got my wings. What does a CEO do? A CEO basically helps to run the operations of the organization to make sure that it's profitable and that the EBITDA is as profitable as possible.
What's the EBITDA?
EBITDA is the earnings before taxes.
And how do you make sure that's the most profitable?
By running a highly efficient organization. So it's everything from operations, supplies, procurement.
And how do you do that?
Every aspect, from employee travel to budgets, to marketing, to salaries, compensation. It oversees every single department in the organization. The first part about being a CEO is the number of people that depend on you for jobs, their families, their children, their livelihood, their homes, their cars. Everything depends on you, and every decision that you make. That's the worst part about being a CEO. The best part about being a CEO is the ability to make decisions swiftly and move an organization in the right direction and make it very profitable.